Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. It's your boy Karagol Gaming, and you know how we do things around here. I'm recording this one straight after episode 2, so unfortunately I haven't been able to see any of your comments, if there have been any. But I digress. Let's go. Sayori hugs the goddamn cookie. Jeez man, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. Was it poisoned? I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I have a bite? The fuck? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. What was yours? Carrot? Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. I'm sorry. Like, are we being left out here? Yuri and I, we don't get no damn cookies up in this bitch? The fuck? Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Why? I get it, you love me. Leave me alone. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. She took a bite. This sneaky bitch, I swear to God, Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. The fuck? Did you seriously just do that? Mouth pulled, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a fucking kid sometimes. I hate you so much. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where is Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's the club prez, fam. She probably just had to do something today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. What the fuck kind of thing is that to say, Yuri? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry, motherfuckers, I'm here now. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Why are you looking at me? What held you up anyway? Private? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time, you know what I mean? That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really, but I just started recently, okay? Leave me alone! I always wanted to learn the piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Fam, we're a literature club. Monika looks at me, but why? Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool to me. Can we get on with our business, please? In that case, I won't let you down, Karagol. I don't understand why y'all think you need to impress me or take care of me like this. Just leave me alone. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Can you just... I've been practicing a whole lot recently. Good for you. And I would really love the chance to share once I'm ready. Cool. In that case, best of luck to you. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Nah, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. What? Hey Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one that we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Nah, it's cool. I was just kind of waiting for you. Eh? If that's the case, why don't we just go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Are you gonna poison it? If there is one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? There are a whole bunch of desks, man. Put it on the desk. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get the water, yeah? She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? No. Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you, I ain't got nothing else to do, honestly. Now, where the fuck are you two going? Eh? Yuri was going to make some tea and I'm there for emotional support and shit. We're gonna read a book together. One book, two people. I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. So I'm just a bit curious. Don't mind me. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. God damn! President? Shut the fuck down. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Karagol in club activities? That was like surprisingly harsh. What is that? Why you... The fuck? Take your butt away from Yuri, man. What's going on here? I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Karagol. She is a bit thorny, this one. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yo, Yuri. Something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Nah, Yuri, listen. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that, yeah, I mean? How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because I'm a nice motherfucker. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect in this motherfucker, alright? We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I'm the same way. I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Got friend zoned, Yuri. You got friend zoned, Yuri. Yuri lifts her head. Karagol, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I kind of feel awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, tea time. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Karagol, do you like oolong tea? I like most kinds of tea, fam. Anything is fine. Have a little bit of honey in that joint and we're good. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the heat pot. Teapot. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you will only be even more impressed. You know what? Perhaps I will, Yuri. Show me what you got. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, you know. Sippy sip. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out that it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Y'all dysfunctional as fuck, man. Just don't push yourself too much, alright? You're always worrying about me. No, not really. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Karagol, I have another request. Of course you do. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? The fuck was wrong with the chairs? It's a little bit easier on my back. Well, you sit. It's not easy for my back. I can read. Okay, that's fine. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly because your posture because of your, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Yeah, that's fine. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ooh, and I have some chocolate as well. Tea and chocolate, huh? It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, oh no, don't eat chocolate while reading our book, you're gonna smudge the pages, mate. We assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus reading like this? Yuri was always kinda cute, but she out here looking like a small chocolate. When she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, TY. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. What's that? Are we playing Twister? What the fuck's going on now? Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Accidentally, yeah. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Meanwhile, that's what you think. She wears an intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little bit. I put the teacup between my leg and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah shit, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take it. I'm actually allergic. You sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudged. You and me, Yuri. You and me. You're right. I ain't even think about that. Didn't you? My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, alright? You eat your chocolate. You sure? Yeah. But now the pro play is that you can feed her chocolate. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate. And I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what the fuck just happened. Did you eat it or drop it? Karagol? Did you just... I guess I shouldn't have done that, my bad. I read the signals wrong. Here, I thought you wanted to eat some chocolate. That's something that friends do, right? I mean... Come on, dog. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. It's just chocolate, mate! I take the fucking piece of chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. It's melting the chocolate. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems in this motherfucker. Karagol, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Alright, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolate. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Well, I suppose, since we have a thing going on here, let's go with Yuri again, huh? Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Karagol? This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing, and maybe that's why. You did a good job at explaining. I really wanted to give it more imagery, you know? Yuri visibly swallows. What? The chocolate? Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Reading 2 poems back to back? 2 days in a row? Yuri, what the fuck are you babbling about? Can you just rate my poem? Come on. I only really write for myself. Great. People would just laugh at me. Who has ever laughed at your writing, except for Natsuki? Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Let's go. Ash, you have a scroll bar too! The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. What is happening here? The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Interesting. I don't get this one. Was it about drugs? No. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can definitely see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't even begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I try to take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Are you doing drugs? It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Karagol? No, I don't give a flying fuck what y'all think of me. I feel like everyone has gotten a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things makes us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Karagol. Cheers then. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I will look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, you know? And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. For a moment, her timidness seemed to disappear. Okay. Let's go with Sayori this time, man. Ooh, I really like this one, Karagol. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad you liked it. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think here. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Maybe so. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Great. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought, alright? When you have some free time after your brekkie, just try to think about it. No. That is true. Good job. What you got? I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Isn't this the broad that jumps when she jumps enthusiastically when we choose suicide or whatever when we're writing a poem? Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are both happy and sad at the same time. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice little rainbow! Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Karagol. I should go write that down then. Sure, man. What you got? Bottles! I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. What? I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there is no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. I fucked that up. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Fall out. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. So, there was like love in these bottles, and she saves all this love and affection for her friends, but at the end of the day, she doesn't have any friends. And whenever the opportunity arises for her to share some love, it just falls on deaf ears, it feels like. I don't know, I might be off my mark. Holy shit. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I wasn't expecting it. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kinda creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly creepy, but maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind actually. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good and you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand even my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until the day I die. Shit. Sayori is always in the habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I think our personalities are quite similar. I mean, I think I have a pretty obsessive personality, but I don't drop things a week later. I just keep going, like this fucking channel. We've been doing this for 4 fucking years. I'm addicted to the process now. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. I like your last one better, man. Really? Yeah, I can tell you were a little bit more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. Oh, Natsuki. Natsuki, Natsuki, Natsuki. Woo! I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard, and you are try-hard, motherfucker. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Like, fuck's wrong with you? Just make it simple, cute, and to the point, yeah, man? Yuri is head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha! Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that is one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion. But my opinion is the best opinion, and I'm sure you figured it out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you will learn something. Okay. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. But if her friends start to like spiders too, that's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Bro, is Natsuki a fucking racist or some shit? What the fuck is this? Jesus. It's either that or... Fucking terrible, mate. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short, dummy. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Oh, tell me about it, please. Dummy. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Eh? Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. That was the other thing I was thinking about, but yeah, I don't know. Something that you're afraid of if people find out they would make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Like what? She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. You guys are gonna end up besties. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday, but the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson. I hate the way she formulates herself, man. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she will appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. Jesus Christ. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotion is important, you know? But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. No. Okay, here we go. Hello. It's going alright. What you got? Sippy sip. This one's good. Thanks for your expert opinion. Oh shit, you picked up on that, did you? I think her poems are the most romantic? It's not fucking hard, is it? The bitch wrote about spiders and shit. It's like she's a different person when she picks up a pen. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. Of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. Hey man, some people are private and reserved like that, that's fine. And that's none of your business. Besides, I'm pretty sure she already has a boyfriend. Why would you say that, Monika? A fictional one. What the fuck? Yeah, I wanted to read it like 5 minutes ago before you started rambling on about fictional boyfriends. Like, the fuck? Alright, let's see what you got here. Save me. Oh shit, this is gonna be rough, isn't it? The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? 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 Save the game? Load the game. I don't understand. I don't understand. Huh. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I can definitely see some saving and reloading. Would that change the poem, mayhaps? I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic, you know? The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here is Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you will find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens... What? That's not a decision to be made. What the fuck is this? You're broken the fourth wall. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ahahaha. That's my advice for today. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, so we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room... Is this about the festival? Sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good enough in just a few days anyway. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, alright? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing, a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already put... You did not. You didn't. You did not. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. Well, look at y'all being buddy-buddy now. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. That was a big group decision you just took by yourself. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club together. No. I wonder, man. This club is seriously going to be the death of me? Is that a fact? I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. I'm going with the breakfast one. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply unnatural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika! Thank you. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Whoa. Shit. Oh, she has some shit to get off her chest, I'm sure. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. You are next, but we are going to do this starting from next episode. Until then, this has been your boy Karagol Gaming. I'm out of here. Love y'all and deuces.